Well, hello Capricorn, and welcome to your January video scope of 2014. Well, as you can see with the cards that have come out for you, as I've said on other videos, I wasn't going to do any monthly scopes. With having family home, it's been a very busy time and I've not been so good, but I can do it a lot quicker when I do just a tarot spread and you hear me talking over it. You've got a fantastic array of cards for Capricorn, with the Empress being the main objective of growth and everything blossom in your life. It's the 1st of January, it's the new moon in your sign, so you've got a fantastic month. You know, the planets are really harmonizing. You know, you've got Venus, you've got Mercury, you've got Pluto, you've got the Sun, the new moon. It's very much a time for your time to shine, if you like. The planets are in your your first house of the horoscopes, which is about your personality, your identity, your brand, how others see you, your internal drive, if you like, your internal mechanism within your soul. You know, your passions and your determination are about succeeding. I mean, you're starting off the Two of Pentacles, which is about money and making money at the end of the day, which is a Capricorn trait. You can be confident that you're gathering perhaps respect out there, and that, you know, you're really gonna hit home as to what you want. Quite a forceful energy of success. You're going to have a lot of good influences around you. You're going to have the power. You're going to feel like you can maneuver in the right direction, even if it's presentation or construction or expansion in any way. This is about a great determination factor for you, so you should be really feeling great as we kick off the month and the year. You know, I kind of think your passions are going to be very much activated. New moons are new starts for 10 days, 2 weeks, and it's in a career matter. And, you know, Capricorns rule the 10th house, which can be your skeletons, your bone, your teeth, diseases. But the 10th house is about your honour, your fame, public recognition. So this is about things really drawn towards you. You have Mars, the energy planet, lighting up your career success. So this is career, Saturn, Capricorn, long term, all the way up at Mars in Libra is here till July. So this is about you being successful and seeing people literally for who they are, but drawing people in. The Two of Pentacles, the first card to start the month with, is about flexibility. It's about juggling those finances. It's about dealing with material things, adapting to relationship needs, if you like, feeling confident about your ability. So you're already kicking off with new goals, new ambitions, juggling too much, having a lot on, options and choices. Where does the money flow? Where do you flow? Understanding that there's going to be change as we come through into the new year, which is where we are at the moment. This is very much about you. Don't overstimulate your mind, because the Capricorn will be about the subconscious mind, and there will be a lot of, you might feel like your head's burning within the first 5 days, 4 or 5 days of the month. But this is about you perhaps really developing and relating towards goals and feeling quite happy and quite sort of, you know, as some people may feel down at the beginning of the year, this is about you kind of having the energy to succeed. It's very much about success for Capricorns, which are workaholics. You know, there might be a little bit of a slowdown in the coming months, but as we hit January, this is about you perhaps expanding your world and your life. There'll be a few sort of financial surprises. You know, thinking of moving, about your boyfriend and girlfriend, you're wanting that change. You could be looking at properties, you could be looking at house and home. I do feel here that you could be looking at a lot of Capricorns or Leos this year committing or engagements as Jupiter hits Leo further on in the year. So it is a year of change, and if you're single, it's for people that really want to venture out there and step up to the mark this year. You know, for a lot of Capricorns, it is a month of really just new starts, new beginnings. The next card, the Fool card, is linked to Aquarius. So this is kind of telling you that your new start actually comes in the Aquarius field on the 19th to 20th. But I'm going to kick this card as I balance the cards off with the Empress. That's about growth. That's about anything that you're planting the seeds with last year. It's about things really taking off, being out in the public eye, being there, recognised, things coming in. It kind of feels to me the 10th and the 11th is when you might have some great talks and agreements. Things will really start to kick off for you. Look at the essence and the colour in the cards. Pentacles are in the background a little bit. They're dull and the dark. The Fool is the Aquarius, new starts, new beginnings. The brightness of the card illuminates your life around the 10th and the 11th of January. So a wonderful weekend. That would be what they call a gold star sometimes, or very much highlighted around the 11th and 12th, I think it is, of January, when your ruler Saturn will signal to the sun. So it kind of gives it a little bit of a wink and a nod, and you may hear good news about money, or you may get advice from somebody older than yourself, because again Saturn is about the older, wiser guru to a degree. It's certainly a weekend of maybe new friends, quite a happy time, new groups, new people, new places. So this 10th and the 11th is all about things taking off. The Empress can mean a new relationship coming into life. It can mean she looks like a princess and empress, but on a work or money level, it's new starts, it's money coming in, it's offers coming in, more money than maybe you could expect, or maybe the offer is far greater than you would expect. But I kind of think that it's, it's about your 10th house, so it's about awards, it's about achievements, it's about fame. It's great news that I feel around the 10th and the 11th will come in for Capricorns. And it's certainly about career, because the card before it is about money, which Capricorns think a lot about money and security. It's who you are, the steadfast goat moving up the mountain. But because the new moon, new starts, new beginnings, it's your time to ride that wave of Capricorn, very much so. It's about being in that public eye, and certain key people may well be coming into your life to actually help you. And I just think that it's about putting your intentions out there. Okay, we've got Venus going retrograde till the end of January, but you can still tweak, rethink, relook, re-edit, review some of those goals that you've got. Soon as the 31st of January, the 1st, 2nd of February comes, you're off and away. But it's all about that rethinking energy, going back towards maybe what you started, or looked at, maybe you looked at something in July of 2013, but it still brings in a very harmonious time for you of what I class as much needed changes. Now the 15th of January, your focus seems to shift around relationships and partners. And this card is sort of in between here, the Knight of Cups and the Empress. So there seems to be someone that maybe you've kind of gotten your sights there around that point in time. For some of you, it may be engagements with the new moon, but I don't feel as if that comes really till July, August for the majority of people. Some will in February, but again we've got a Mercury retrograde, so it's not really the time. Retrogrades can mean your mind can change after the retrograde. So if you got engaged to someone in a Mercury retrograde in February the 6th, the 28th, you might kind of think, did I really want that? You may change your mind. So July, August is probably the better time when Jupiter goes into the Leo energy for that romance or further commitments. I certainly think that the full moon for Capricorns is quite a friendly one. It can be about decisions, it can mean about you promising something, it can mean about you opening up and talking to maybe long-term possibilities. Anything with Capricorn connected to Saturn, I kind of think Saturn is solid, it's structure. It can mean it's long-term. It can mean that you're building that structure. See, I kind of feel like I want to go on an angle, so it can mean there's somebody there and you're wanting that structure within your life. Capricorns like to travel, they like to get knowledge. You may well be travelling again. But this is about you having that structure around business, around relationships as we hit that full moon in Cancer. It's very much about you having or putting effort into what you're doing. It's about stabilizing your life. It's about that security for the future and where it's going to be going to. I do feel here the 21st, 22nd is when we shift into the Aquarius time, and it's the Nine of Cups is about wishes, hopes and dreams. It's a lovely card. When you get the Nine of Cups in the tarot, it literally is saying make that wish as to what you want, and it's come at the beginning of the year, so what better time. It's wishes that can be fulfilled within this. It's someone thinking and pondering about the moon energy, enjoying sometimes the simple things in life, pleased with what you've achieved maybe earlier on in the year, but still got greater wishes to come. emotionally feeling more satisfied with what you said. Maybe you've stabled your relationship, maybe you put some solid ground into it. Counting your blessings with when you get the Nine of Cups. It's about achievements within your life, sensual pleasure, satisfaction. The cat that got the cream, if you like, for wanting a word. It's very much a card that it's about you taking pride in what you have achieved and what you can achieve. And when the Empress card comes in, that the Empress is about growth in your life. It's about things expanding. Saturn in Capricorn, structure, long-term stabilizing. It's very much changing. The Death card that comes in, if I put that 29th and 30th, Death is the Scorpio, which is the realm that we're in of the eclipses, and it is about ending things, old ways, old patterns. 29th, 30th are key dates. 30th because we've got the new moon in Aquarius. 29th, as I perhaps mentioned before in others, is an angle to Uranus, which again, expect the unexpected on a financial level, news to arrive suddenly, a complete surprise out the blue, money matters. Hopefully it's money that's owed to you. A few of you, 2%, might have money that have to pay out, but hopefully this is an unexpected surprise with money. Maybe you've got money back off your mortgage, maybe someone's owed you money, maybe it's a settlement in some way, maybe it's a divorce, maybe ending something. Maybe, you know, the Death card can mean that it's an end of you paying a long term, and maybe it's about to pay out, maybe you'd forgotten about it. But I feel as if this is money coming back. As I say, it feels to me as if it'll just blow your socks off and you'll be pleasantly surprised as to what it brings in at the end of it. But if you look at the spread, when it comes towards Capricorns, it's a fantastic time. You've got the new moon in your sign. New moon, new growth, new decisions. All the cards that are aligning should line up with the planets. The Empress is about that growth. It can mean what you're starting now will signify things greater. I will say to any females that are Capricorn, the Empress is about pregnancy. So again, it may, if you're wishing to have children, this could be a line in that, you know, that new start, that wish that you're wanting is that pregnancy. For the female Capricorns, so you may well, that may well come into the mix with this. If you're wanting to be pregnant, then again, the summertime. But I certainly think that this is about wishes for you. It is about dreams, financial ventures, new start. You've got to start seeing life from a whole different bed of roses, instead of being doom and gloom working. And a lot of Capricorns have gone through difficulties from childhood experiences, past life, past issues, family issues. The Uranus-Pluto square is digging up your soul, your past issues, and throwing it in the wheelie bin. So it doesn't happen overnight. It'll happen all the way to March 2015, but gradually but surely you are discarding the old you, the old ways, the old habits. And I kind of think that you'll recognise that within yourself in 2014. But start as you mean to go on, Capricorn. This is going to be a fantastic year. Have a fantastic January. Ride that moon in your side. Have a better relationship with yourself, with your partner, with your spouse, with your family. Speak up. Speak your truth. Be valued, feel valued, value others, Capricorn, because this is a month that's about to turn your life around, and financially there's something that I feel is going to come in for you, so I do think it will be a fantastic month for you. Have a wonderful birthday month. Enjoy. I kind of can say eat, drink and be merry. I'll place another card here. Let's just do an animal card because it is Capricorn and it is your birthday month, and for some of you, you've got birthdays today, so happy birthday, dear Capricorn. The buffalo. The card that I want to put there is the buffalo, and the buffalo is about you are the provider in all ways, which is very true of Capricorns. You are the provider. The buffalo is a large animal, but it represents abundance. And look at the size of that. Look where I placed it as well, third week or so. I'm going to say 21st, 22nd, but I did say money at the end of the month. But this is a card of abundance, so this is saying to Capricorns that you will come into that money. I do think it could be quite a large amount. It's certainly something that you can do something with, but I do think it could be to do with a settlement, a mortgage deal, something ending that maybe you are owed money back from. Have a wonderful month and enjoy all your birthdays. for anybody who's Capricorn. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing. Take care, happy holidays to you all, and welcome to 2014. May the show begin for you. Bye bye.